Hello. As you can tell by the title, I am here making yet another cosplay build. This time it's Don Bluth's Thumbelina. I remember seeing the movie a few times as a kid. We didn't own it, but I think a friend of mine had it. And even though the movie itself, it's not that good, it's not, the message in it isn't that good, I still liked the character design of Thumbelina, and something about that dress of hers just does spark joy with me. I first thought about making Thumbelina's costume back in 2012 when flower crowns were a huge deal. But I don't know, for some reason it took me 11 years to get here. But I'm glad I'm making this now. In 2023, I've decided that I'm gonna try and de-stress more. I wasn't doing too well the first few months of this year out of stress with work and relationships, but I don't want cosplay and my hobbies to be there also to stress me out. I'm still not ready to tackle the corset for some reason. I'm a bit too intimidated by it because I don't know what I'm gonna be doing. I have no idea. I've never made a corset before. I have a passion to use, but I'm still a little bit. So I have the headband, and this is just very basic black headband. So I'm thinking I should just recover it with this fabric. So I'm just gonna cut a piece out and then use some super glue, hot glue, something to like make a stick. After that, I have these shoes. So I might just paint these to be the similar color or something. I don't know. And like it has this kind of like, I don't know, like cookie edge. Is it? I don't know what it is, but it doesn't matter. So I was thinking, should I just cut it off or should I just leave it? I don't know. So those are the next two steps that I'm gonna be making, and then the corset is the only thing left. I don't know, I'm a bit intimidated by it. Like I can't help it. Like I don't wanna, I just don't wanna do it. Cause I don't wanna get upset when I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah. Let's go. Something else I'm more interested in doing this year, other than de-stressing, is being more mindful with my money. I don't want to start buying brand new fabrics for every single costume that I'm making unless it's absolutely necessary. I want to at least try and find items, fabrics from thrift stores, recycle, use things that I already have. Just avoid consumption, like over consumption as much as I can. Obviously there are times when that's not just possible, like I don't think I'm gonna find certain fabrics just laying around somewhere, but whenever I can use a thrifted item, I want to start doing that more. Starting with small things always gets you to the bigger things,
by being a little more mindful with my spending, de-stressing, all that, when it comes to just my cosplay, I believe it can lead into something bigger as time goes on.
Okay. Rough. I've now sewn all the panels together on both sides, and with one of the sides, like I've sewn there to be like this tunnel, I guess, I don't know, where I'm gonna be putting the boning in, but because I don't have any boning, I'm gonna be using zip ties, and this is something that I learned from Mikara Tours. She's a YouTuber who does costuming. So I'm going to be using these. We're going to be starting with sewing the top of the corset shut, and we'll see what I'm going to do after that.
I struggle quite a bit with when it comes to being a perfectionist. I always want to do my best, and when you need things to be perfect, your best is never good enough. With this costume, for instance, I hate the fact that my shoes, the shoe color does not match the corset. It's not blue enough. I hate that, but it is what it is. I decided that I'm not gonna repaint them, even though it does bother me a lot. Also, the corset itself, it's tad too long. Like, it should be maybe a good 5 centimeters shorter. But once again, like, it doesn't actually matter, but it does pain me a little. Perfectionism led me into not doing anything for years. And with this thing that I'm now doing on YouTube, I try to push myself to finish my costumes, my cosplays. And even though I do make mistakes, I don't look like the character, I don't know what I'm doing most of the time, I still try to push myself to do things, because as soon as you decide to make things happen, you do take the risk of making a mistake. That's the only way to move forward. Perfectionism isn't actually you trying your best, as they say. No, it's procrastination. You're so afraid of making a mistake that you don't end up doing it. You just end up thinking about it. And no matter how much you might think about something, it still might not come out perfect. So you might as well do it. That's my goal for this year, to learn that being a perfectionist isn't a good thing anymore. It's done with. Like, we're not doing that anymore. Like, we can leave that in 2015. It's not cool to be a perfectionist. Like, sure, you should plan things out at times, absolutely, but if you're gonna end up with not doing it because it's not perfect and you're not perfect, then why even plan? It's just a waste of time.
I have no idea how I'm going to do this. Keeping this untangled is... I don't know how I'm going to do that. First of all, like, I just keep... I went and I got myself this hair clip. And I've seen people, like, attach ponytails like so, but obviously I can't have this whole thing in it. How about I cuff from here to here, and then I'm just left with these parts. I think I'm gonna start with that. Wish me luck.
There's a lot that comes to being a human and being an adult. You never really stop learning. You're never finished. You're never done. And I think there's a little beauty with it, that nobody's ever finished. Nobody never knows everything there is to know about the world or even about themselves. I try to learn a lesson from every person that comes in my life or leaves from my life, good or bad. Sometimes it can be just a simple act of kindness or understanding towards a person that I otherwise wouldn't have understood or even tried to understand. On other times, I might try to learn how to avoid people like that moving forward and how to avoid becoming that myself. But in the end, there's always something to learn, because that's what I guess life is. Okay, I think I'm being I've been philosophical enough throughout this video now. I don't know where this is coming from, but yeah, I don't know. I've just had a lot to think about lately, and I don't know. We'll see if this continues, but let's see what I was able to do. Enjoy!
Okay, let's wrap this up. Above all, I'm very happy with the cosplay, how it turns out. I think the colors for my fabrics are perfect, and I think the hair looks good. I'm really happy how I managed to get over my fear of long wigs again and just went for it. Struggles. I did struggle at first with figuring out how to make this skirt, but other than that, I don't think I really struggled. The only struggle, like the true struggle I've had, is like putting on this corset, because it's a teeny tiny bit too tight on me, first of all, and second of all, like the bra hooks that I have in order to close it, it's very difficult to put it on by yourself. Like I would need someone to aid me to do it proper, or like quickly, easier. Right now it took me probably 10 to 15 minutes to get it on, because as I managed to hook something from the top, then something from the middle reopens, and then it's a mess. But I think as an idea on its own, like I think that's the best option that I had. Like, yeah, proper, like making like a proper corset probably would have been also an option, but I like this one. It's a lot easier still to close than having like, I don't know, like, what is it called? This wig, it's a little heavy, because like there's like 2 kilos of hair hanging from it, but it's fine. Like I don't think it's gonna be an issue if I ever go into a convention of some sort of wearing this. I think it's gonna be fine. This shirt is pre-bought, so I just attached this ribbon on it, and then I ended up making it a little bit longer because with the length that it was at the beginning or originally, it kept poking out of the corset, which would then show my skin, and it wasn't really the look I was going for. So I did attach like a piece of fabric on the bottom of it, but other than that, like it is pre-bought. Was there anything else? One more thing about the corset, the boning that I chose to use, it is poking through the corset a little bit, so maybe I would say make your bones, if you're using zip ties, like is it called zip tie? Like make them a little bit shorter than the corset itself. I kept them pretty much accurate to the height of it, and now they're poking through, which is good, but like it is what it is. It didn't take me actually like that long to finish. I think it took me like a few days in total, maybe less than, because like it was relatively simple to do in the end. I've just been going through a little bit of a heartache lately. It's been a few months now, and I'm finally starting to feel okay again. I really do like this. I really do like it, and I think it looks good. Thank you so much for watching. If this was your first video from me, then hi. I hope to see you soon again. I have no idea what cosplay I'm gonna be doing next. No thanks. I have no idea. I have no idea what cosplay I'm gonna be doing next. Oh, but when I do, I'll show you. Yeah. So, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.